everyone. Okay, our group has chosen number 2 as our group presentation in this course. For this question 2, we have decided to separate the explanation in 4 parts. For part 1, we want to find the random variable mean and variance, and also we want to find the probability for Ali whether he is qualified as a professional accountant if he took only at most 10 exam papers. For part 2, we want to find the probability of Ali expenditure in completing his course less than 20k. For part 3, we want to find the probability for Abu if he want to spend the expenditure also less than 20k. And then lastly, for part 4, we want to compare the monetary implication between Ali and Abu in taking this professional accounting exam. Okay guys, for part 1, this is a story about Ali who want to take a professional accounting examination for a certain organization. Okay, this question also mentioned us that the probability of Ali to pass for each exam is 0.8. And then let X be the number of paper fail until he managed to pass all his exam paper as an accountant. So for question A, state the random variable X. So definitely the random variable X is the numbers of paper fail. Then, question number B, calculate the mean and variance of x. Before we calculate both of mean and variance, we must know what is sample of x. Sample of x is from 0 until 8. And then P. P is the success of failure. The success of failure is 1 minus 0.8. Because 0.8 is the possibility to pass the exam. So, the P is 0.2 and 1 minus P is 0.8 and the total sample is 8. Okay guys, from previous slide, we have mentioned that P as 0.2 and 1 point P equals to 0.8 and the sample of could be Ali fail in the exam is 0 papers until 8 papers. Okay, for mean and variance, mean is EX, expected number or mu, while variance is expected number of X minus mu squared or sigma squared. So this is the discrete and binomial case because we have two events, fail and pass.
And then as you can see from this table, I have calculate using the Excel. Okay, for each sample until from 0 to 8, we have the CDF is 1. That means the calculation is correct. And then as the formula stated that x should be times to px as the mean, so we got the answer is 1.6. The variance is e times x minus mu square, which is ex square minus mu square, mean square. So we have from this table 3.84 minus 1.6 square, and then we got the answer 1.28.
Therefore, the variance is 1.28 and the mean is 1.6. Then, the question also asks us about to find the expected number of exam papers. So, the expected number of exam paper is the average number of fail the paper. Okay, let's find the answer on the next slide. Okay, before we decided what the expected number of for him to complete the scores, so we have tried to find the mean with different sum of sample. So if n equals to 8, we got the mean 1.6. If n equals to 9, we got the ex or mean is 1.8. And then if we try to replace n with the 10, and then we got the mean is exactly 2.0. So, how much papers Ali will fail if he sit for 8 papers? So, if he sit for 8 papers, okay, we know that the mean is 1.6. So, Ali tends to fail at least 2 papers. And then, if he fail 2 papers, so that means he only passed 6 papers. So, he is not qualified as a professional accountant. Okay, then, let's, if the n is 9 papers, okay, we have here the mean 1.8. Okay, and then if 9 papers, so 1.8, Ali also tends to fail 2 papers. So 9 minus 2 is 7, which is still not enough for Ali to qualify as professional accountant. Okay, and then lastly, if n is 10 papers, we have the mean is exactly 2.0. And then, so we know that if 2.0 also, the Ali tends to fail is 2 papers exam. So we have 10 papers minus 2, and then we have exactly 8 papers that Ali passed.
Okay, for this question, Ali is planning to sit at most 10 exam papers. Find the probability of him to be qualified as professional accountants. So we have find that if Ali sit for 10 exam papers, the mean is 2.0, exactly 2.0, which means that 8 papers is passed. Okay, the probability of Ali fail at most 2 papers. So we know that Ali failed at most 2 papers if he took 10 papers exam. So Px less than 2 is equals to Px equals to 0, probability x equals to 1, and Px equals to 2. So we use this, as I mentioned before, this is a binomial case. So we use the binomial formula, which each of the n sample, and then we find that if the probability of x less or equals to 2 is 0.6778. The question is, find the probability of Ali's expenditure in completing his course less than 20k. Hint, use a normal approximation approach. So before we continue the calculation, we must justify first what is random variable here. The random variable here is x equals to number of paper fail. So the total of cost S should be less or equals to 20,000. Okay, with through the calculation, we find that x should be, the number of fail paper should be less or equals to 4. Therefore, if Ali fail 4 papers and he want to pass 8 papers, so the maximum amount of exam papers that Ali could took for his course is 12 papers with the amount 20,000 K for the cost of fee. Okay, and the new mean is 2.4 and the new variant is 1.92.
Okay, using the normal approach, we find that the mean is 2.4, the variance is 1.92. So the probability for Ali to fail at most 4 papers with total 12 exam papers is probability Px less equals to 4 equals to Pz less to 1.1547. Okay, the center of the graph is the mu or mean equals to 0. So at 1.15, let's say here, so the total area is less than 1.15. So this is the phi 1.1547. And then from the normal table, we find that the total area is 0.8770, which is correct because the total area is more than 0.5. Okay, for part 3, we talk about Abu. Abu has the probability of passing an exam papers of 0.6. Then by using similar methods, find the probability of his expenditure in completing this course less than 20k. So we use the same method to find the x, which is the numbers of paper fail. We find that x should be less or equals to 4, and then the success is 0.4, and the failure of number of fail paper is 0.6. Okay, with the expenditure less than 20k, Abu can sit maximum 12 exam papers, and the new mean is 4.8, and the new variance is 2.88. Okay, so the probability for Abu to fail at most 4 papers with total 12 exam papers with mean 4.8 and variance 2.88. So we have probability x less or equals to 4. Oh, sorry, here it should be z. Okay, with z less than 4 minus 4.8 over square root of 2.88, we find that the probability should be less than negative 0.4714. Okay, with the probability of z less than negative 0.4714, from this graph, we find that the area is on the left side. Okay, so we want to find the total area that I shaded here. Okay, how we want to find? Because in this normal table, there is no negative value for the score z. So we must transform this graph into the from the negative side into the positive side. Okay, from this graph, we can see that if this is the total area for 5, negative 0.4717. So we transform this area to the right side. So this is the area from the left to the right. If we find in the graph, we cannot justify this one is the 5, 0.4717 because from the normal graph, this amount 0.4717 is this area, actually the green area, not the shaded blue area. So I should erase this one. Okay, so if we want to find the blue area, the shaded of blue, this blue area, we must take 1, which is the total area, and minus 0.68808 is the area of 0.4717, and we get the answer is 0.3192, which is correct. As we can see logically, this area should be less than 0.5. So this shows that Abu has 31.92% probability of completing his course if he sit 12 exam papers with the fee is less than 20. Okay, so as I mentioned before, Ali will, this is Abu. Abu will not pass the course as the probability is less than 50% if he took only 12 exam papers. Okay guys, for part 4, we want to compare the monetary implication between Ali and Abu in taking this professional accounting exam. Okay, previously we have calculated the probability of Ali fail at most 4 papers is 0.877, which is more than 50%. Now we want to find how much the paper could be Ali pass if he took 12 exam papers. So now we let y equals to the number of pass paper, and the probability of pass the paper is 0.8. So this is the success. And then we try to find the probability of y more or at most to the y sample of the past paper should be more than 0.5. 0.5 means more than 50%. The probability of passing the exam paper more than 50%. Okay, we use the z-score calculation. So we find through the graph, this is 0.5% area. Okay, this is 0.5 the size of area. Okay, and this is 0.5 also. What we want to find? We want to find at least the size, the area should be more than 0.5. So that means when the area is more than 0.5, then Ali would pass the exam. Okay, so from this concept, we find that through the calculation, y more or equals to 9.5. Okay, why I took 9 papers? Because we want to find the exact number of paper. If we take 10 as the pass paper, what about the rest of 0.4? This could be either still in a consumption that Ali maybe fail or maybe pass. So we to be on the safe side, we just take y as the 9 paper pass. So definitely, if Ali took 12 exam papers, he will pass 9 exam papers. Okay, now let's find out the probability of Abu pass the exam with the number of papers 12. Okay, just before, we know that the probability of Abu fail at most 4 papers is 0.3192 with the random variable x. Now, I try to change with the new random variable is what that is y as the number of pass paper, and we change the p is 0.6. So, throughout this calculation, we find out that the y is more than 7.2, which is, we assume that the pass paper is 7 papers only. So that means here, if Abu took 12 paper total, he would only pass 7 papers for this course. Now, I try with the new n, which is 14. That means Abu took 14 papers total. With the new mean 8.4 and, and the variance is 3.36 only. Ignore the cert. Okay, so we find out that the percentage increase to 58.71%, and this is definitely Abu will pass at most 8 exam paper. Therefore, Abu definitely passed 8 exam papers and qualified to pass as professional accountant with 14 exam papers.
Okay, so lastly, we know that Ali need 10 papers to pass exactly 8 papers, and Abu needs 14 papers to pass exactly 8 exam papers. So, the total of fee that Ali needs is 18,000, while the total of fee Abu needs is 22,000 based on the function that have given in the question. Okay, and then the conclusion here, we can justify that Ali can save 2,000 from his budget, which is 20k, minus 18,000, which he can save 2,000, while Abu needs extra 2,000 to cover up all of his fee because he needs 22,000 to be qualified as a professional accountant. Okay guys, that's all from us. Thanks for watching. Bye bye.